Welcome to today's Face the Facts Friday. Our top stories this week: farmers feeding meat to pigs and birds, attempted murder in a slaughterhouse, some more desperation from the meat industry, and a good news story. And then we'll finish with your favorite bit, the meat flakes of the week, where I'll respond to the dumbest shit I've seen from meat gobblers over the last week. Are you ready to start this week's Face the Facts Friday? Drop a comment right now saying, I came to get fact, and let's kick off with the first story about these farmers. So, EU farmers are going to start feeding pigs to birds and birds to pigs, as well as insects to both birds and pigs. They call it processed animal protein, or PAP. It's the bones and internal organs of pigs, birds, and other animals. But wait, before you get mad, they promise they're not going to feed pig meat to pigs or bird meat to birds. So they're killing animals and feeding the bones and internal organs of those animals to other animals, then killing those animals. But they at least draw the line at cannibalism. Farmers, such wholesome people. So, aside from this being disgusting on many levels, what's the problem, really? I mean, it's not like farmers feeding animals to other animals has ever led to any disease outbreaks that killed millions of animals and some humans. Oh, wait, no, that's exactly what happened about 30 years ago when UK farmers were feeding sheep meat to cows, leading to an outbreak of mad cow disease that killed over 4 million cows and 177 humans. See, that all sounds great and all, but bear with me here. This is a pretty crazy concept. You could eat animal products and pay for all of that, right? This is the crazy part, though, okay? Or you could just eat a fucking bean burger. Okay, guys? But it doesn't taste the same. So what? It still tastes good. Sit down, put some spicy sauce on it, and shut up. Stop acting like a spoiled little brat and think about someone else for a change. They're literally feeding the bodies of tortured animals to other animals at this point. Do you not think maybe it's about time to try some hummus? Google some tofu recipes. There's a link in the description that will give you access to a free vegan starter pack. Come on, give it a click and get started. Mental, guys, mental. Well, what's that I hear? What about people's jobs, though? What about all those poor slaughterhouse workers who need the money? Maybe they need the money, but do they need a job that turns them into violent criminals? I mean, it's an open-ended question, guys. Do they need money more than they need to be violent criminals? Well, listen, just a few weeks ago, yet another slaughterhouse worker over in the USA violently attacked his colleagues. The guy pulled out a handgun and shot two different employees during an argument at work. He's been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. What about people's jobs, though? You know what I'm saying? What about people's jobs, though, right? It's pretty well known now that people working in these places have high rates of PTSD, anxiety, and violent antisocial behavior, right? So, but yeah, what about people's jobs, though? See, the thing is, if meat eaters really gave a fuck about the lives of these people, they'd stop paying them to do this job, right? Wouldn't they? Because if you really gave a fuck about these people, like, why would you pay them to do this job that makes them violent and shoot each other? Let's do a little quiz, though. Who do you think is the worst type of person to do such violent work? Someone already prone to violent or antisocial behavior? Maybe someone who's already been punished for being violent or antisocial? Would you say those would be the worst kind of people to do this kind of job? Well, the Association of Independent Meat Suppliers, which represents butchers and slaughterhouses in the UK, disagrees. They're begging the UK government to send prisoners to work in slaughterhouses and processing plants because they're short on staff. Let me repeat that. The meat industry is begging the UK government to send prisoners to come and kill animals for them because they can't find people to do it themselves. What? Most people don't want to work in violent jobs where they kill animals? No way. What a crazy thought. And obviously, the best people for these jobs are criminals. Hey, mate, I know what will get you back on the right track to being a good member of society. Here's a knife. Stab these animals in the throat for 9 hours a day because nothing says rehabilitation like killing, right? Just a thought. Excuse me. Just a thought. If your business is so violent and disgusting that you have to beg the government to send you prisoners because you can't find people who want to work for you, just maybe you should try another business that, doesn't torture humans and kill animals. Crazy, isn't it? And I know I'm saying a lot of crazy things today, but I'm just saying maybe, just maybe, it's a good idea. But do you know what's an even better idea? Actually help the animals. Did you know there's a way you can get money to animal sanctuaries without spending any money yourself? And it's really fucking easy. I'm working with an app called A Billion. It's an app where you can review all the vegan products you buy, as well as vegan meals in restaurants and cafes. And for every review you make in the app, A Billion will give you $1 to donate to an animal charity of your choice. Just think about how much you could donate by reviewing all the vegan items in your house. Like, literally, how easy would that be? You could just go around the house, picking up all the items, reviewing them, and you can raise money for animal charities. No catch. It's that simple. And it's a 100% free to use app too. Download the app now and make sure to enter the referral code David Rams. David Rams in all in capitals, no spaces. If you do that, they'll give you $1 to donate for every review you make, and they'll send me 25 cents to help me with my work too. The link is in the description. Download the app, start making some reviews, and help these amazing animal sanctuaries today. Right, we've got a few good news stories. Then it's time for the meat flakes of the week. If you're enjoying this week's Face the Facts Friday, leave a comment right now saying, fuck the meat industry. And it's not a few stories, by the way, it's just one story. My bad. We've got one good news story, then it's on to the meat flakes of the week. Guys, a city in Michigan has become the first city in the state to ban the sale of fur. The city council said, the demand for fur products does not justify the unnecessary killing and cruel treatment of animals, harm to the environment, and the public health risks to the people. And that the industry causes tremendous suffering with animals raised on fur farms typically living in cramped, unsanitary cages and being inhumanely killed by suffocation, electrocution, gassing, and neck breaking. Finally, guys, we're seeing more people get the fucking memo. The fur industry will be gone in our lifetime. No doubt about that. Great news. And that is the good news story for this week. And now we're going to kick it up a notch and we're going to dive into this week's Meat Flakes of the Week. It's time for Meat Flakes of the Week. All right, then let's do this, guys. Let's jump into this week's Meat Flakes of the Week. The first one actually isn't even a meat flake. The first one is just a kind of a meme that I thought was funny. So let's have a look. It's like a fake tweet from McDonald's. It says, everyone can stop sending us the video of our biggest beef supplier beating and mutilating their cows. We already know it's the same at pretty much all factory farms. What are you fat fucks going to do? Stop eating burgers? We didn't think so. And I think it's funny because it's like, it's clearly a fake tweet. Clearly, because
ain't no motherfucking way.
Ain't no way that McDonald's would actually post that. But at the end of the day, it's probably what they should post, isn't it? Really, because this is accurate. It's funny because it's actually accurate. It is how they are. Do you know what? I've got music on over here, guys, and it's been so loud this whole time. But I was in the middle of things. I've just turned it down now. It's so much better. Let's take a look at the next meat flake we've got. This is all the actual meat flakes. Let's start the meat flakes of the week properly this time. This burger is delicious, bro. I love the death of animals. What a lovely guy. He sounds a little bit like Sverige with this.
You're mentally ill if you don't eat raw meat.
You know what I mean? It's like something Sverige would say, isn't it? I love the death of animals. Sverige actually did say that, by the way. He actually said that he enjoys killing and likes to see the animals suffer and stuff. He said that in interviews before. So, yeah. I mean, this person's probably just saying it for a reaction, but I mean, when you if you sound like similar to the clearly mentally deranged Sverige, you might want to rethink what you what you're saying in the comments section, right? Veganism is an eating disorder that causes mental illness. Funnily enough, we just mentioned that, didn't we?
You're mentally ill if you don't eat raw meat.
Again, agreeing with Sverige, you're mentally ill if you don't eat right. Walter, you sound like that complete nutcase. But no, veganism's not an eating disorder that causes mental illness. Actually, what tends to happen, and this is actually really interesting, that people with mental issues, I have found a lot of vegans have mental problems, but actually they had them before they became vegan. And actually the suffering that people go through, like suffering with anxiety or depression, actually makes them more empathetic people, and they are more can empathize more with the suffering of others, which is why they end up becoming vegan. So it's kind of like causation versus correlation. This is a correlation, not a causation. But stupid meat flakes like Walter, go say it's a causation because they're drinking the anti-vegan Kool-Aid. I have sensed that most of the vegans are also communists, homosexuals, anarchists, Satanists, racist, anti-racist, mostly white females and males that truly hates themselves.
Wrong.
That's wrong, bro. It's definitely wrong, because although a lot of vegans would be some of those things, and definitely some vegans would hate themselves and be, that's not most. And even if it were most, it's not a problem apart from the hating themselves, males who hate themselves, and racist, anti-racist. Those are the two things I would say are really, really proper issues there, because there is modern day anti-racism as it stands now, and most people who go around calling themselves anti-racist are actually really fucking racist. So that's actually definitely a problem. And obviously we don't want like men who hate themselves, but to be a white woman or a Satanist or an anarchist or a homosexual or a communist why is that such a bad thing? People can be anything they want to be as long as it doesn't hurt other people or cause harm to other people or generate hatred for other people. So but this is probably just someone who's like some kind of conservative goon who's got something against vegans because they are more, I don't know, liberal than him. At the end of the day, it's really, there is this really, really bad political divide right now between people, and it's really quite sad. It's like, this person's probably thinking vegans are all these kind of SJW woke people, and that's what everybody who has liberal views would be, but then there are people like me out there who also agree with a lot of like, I am like definitely on the left of the political spectrum and liberal in my beliefs, but I do not agree with like 99% of the bullshit that these woke SJW idiots say. And this is what I'm trying to promote a bit more. I'm going to do a lot more about this, guys. I'm going to focus in on this a lot more to appeal to the majority, because the majority of people don't agree with the hardcore conservatives and don't agree with the hardcore opposite, the hardcore liberals or leftists or whatever. The majority of people sit somewhere in the middle, rational, sensible people who just work a 9 to 5 and don't want to be bothered with all these accusations of fucking racism or conspiracy theories from both sides. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best to keep appealing to that demographic, and hopefully this Ollie, even though he seems to be a little bit on one side of that, hopefully he'd have a watch a few more videos and see that that's definitely not the case. We're not one big fucking group of people that are all the same. We all think differently, and there are many of us who are logical and not SJW wokies, if that's what he's trying to get at. I'm a Muslim and I love eating meat. Being vegan is hard in the Middle East. Stop brainwashing people. Veganism is not suitable for everyone in the world. There's just many.
Wrong.
Just got to do multiple times for that. So yeah, this is just like an excuse salad, isn't it? Basically an excuse salad, because we've got I'm a Muslim, I love eating meat. 1, being vegan is hard in the Middle East. 2, stop brainwashing people. 3, veganism is not suitable for everyone. 4 excuses in one in one comment. So yeah, you being a Muslim has nothing to do with your to eat meat or not to eat meat. So Muslims, in my experience, tend to think eating meat is part of the religion. It's got nothing to do with the religion. It's actually a cultural thing. There's there's nothing at all in the Quran that says you must eat meat or you're not a Muslim. It's just a cultural thing. Being a Muslim has nothing to do with that. And there are many Muslims who are vegan because of that. So that's number one, done. Number two, being vegan is hard in the Middle East. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But as far as I know, there are a lot of vegans in the Middle East who say actually a lot of Middle Eastern food is vegan by nature. So I think you're chatting shit, actually. Stop brainwashing people. I'm making videos on my own channel. Like, what are you talking about? If you came here and got brainwashed, that's on you. I'm not some like media conglomerate or something. I have no responsibility to about what you see, or you scroll through YouTube, you choose what to listen to, what not to listen to. You chose to listen to my video. I'm not brainwashing you, love. That's you. Veganism is not suitable for everyone in the world. Yeah, well, that's actually just a fact. To be fair, that's actually just a fact. But it's suitable for a good big chunk of people in the world. So actually, yeah, that's a bullshit excuse, and it's most likely suitable in the sense of there's people who literally have no choice. Then it's not suitable for them if they literally have no choice; they have to survive. But the vast majority of people aren't in that position where it's like survival. So yeah, it's suitable for a good big chunk of the world. So yeah. Watching this as I eat Burger King. I spoke about this earlier today on Twitter. This is a good one. So this person definitely wasn't watching this eating Burger King, but imagine going to Burger King and getting the Burger King and then going through all of that just to sit down and watch my video and then make this comment. Like how much of a loser do you have to be if someone actually went and did that? How fucking lame is that? If someone went and actually did that, right? Absolutely ridiculous. A proper fucking loser. But the reality is that they didn't do that, but they're still a fucking loser for making such a weak ass comment and thinking it's smart. Probably a kid, to be fair, so I feel bad for calling him a fucking loser now, but they probably won't see it, so it's fine. I'd like to start eating vegans. Yeah. Okay. I mean, whatever you get up to in the bedroom, I mean, that's totally up to you, Mara, but I wouldn't go around, sharing it on people's public profiles and public YouTube channels. I mean, whatever you're into, though, whatever you get up to under the sheets, you want to start bringing vegans under the sheets with you and, eating them. That's totally your call. And I don't think it's much of a big of achievement. I mean,
Wow, what an achievement.
right? I mean, yeah.
Who actually believes that?
Yeah, exactly, Sverage. Sverage just got it. Walter again. Oh, didn't realize that this guy twice. Trash Pete's skin is disgusting. At least I don't smear my body in menstrual blood wearing only a G-string during a protest. She's a tasteless and classless attention-seeking stripper. Yeah, so I responded to this guy already, and I'll say it again. I responded to it on the comment itself. I'll say what I say here. Tell me you're an insecure beta male without telling me you're an insecure beta male. This comment. This is it. This is how you show the world that you're an insecure, fragile little man. Basically, anyone who makes this type of comment about women online, it is literally just the epitome of fragile masculinity. Like, it's that you're so uncomfortable with your own body and who you are, and as a man, that you have to go online and belittle women. And it's like, it's just the most pathetic way to spend your time. And the biggest red flag, the biggest flag, big flashing neon sign. I am a beta male. I am insecure about myself. Absolutely. That is it right there. That comment screams it. And we're back through to the Mackie D's once. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's Face the Facts Friday. It is a short one this week, but listen up. I've got something before you go. You love the meat flakes, right? Meat flakes of the week. I love the meat flakes of the week. I've got these t-shirts on sale, right? Meat flakes, anti-meat flake t-shirts. But here's a special announcement, guys. Listen. These t-shirts, the tie-dye version of that t-shirt, okay? The tie-dye version of that t-shirt with the anti-meat flake social club on the back. It's fucking awesome. It's very cool. It's not for me. It's not my style, but it's one of the most popular sellers that I've got. It's one of the biggest sellers. Unfortunately, they're going to be taken off sale, guys. They're not going to be on sale for too much longer. The reason is I'm switching to a different supplier that does not use tie-dye t-shirts. They do not have tie-dye t-shirts, which means if you want one of these, you've got to go quick. You've got to get on the website, davidrams.com. They're going to be leaving, I don't know when, All right. I don't know when. I'll try and give you as much notice as possible, but just be aware they are not going to be available anymore. All right. They're right there now, but they will not be available soon. All right. So make sure you pick one of these up if you like this color. I mean, look at it. It's just lovely, isn't it? It's a lovely color. I like it. I like it. I couldn't pull it off personally, but a lot of people have bought them and pull it off, and they really like it. So pick one of those up, guys, or if you don't, you may never get the chance ever again. So thanks everybody for tuning in today. I will do a quick little check to see if we had any donations that I missed today, and then we'll wrap it up there. Doesn't look like we did. You guys didn't put your hands in your pockets today, but that's totally that's totally fine. You normally do, and I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the patrons. If you do enjoy these videos, definitely join the Patreon team. You can get access to exclusive content. We're posting exclusive content for the Patreon team only on a weekly basis every Wednesday. So sign up. It's only $1 a month, and you get to help me out. You get to help me make more videos like this. $1 a month. It's David. Patreon.com/David Rams. So definitely check that out. And do not miss this Sunday's live stream. We're going live with a vegan activist from Japan who does activism in Japan. We're going to find out what it's like to be vegan in Japan, what it's like to do activism in Japan. So definitely don't miss that this Sunday. And I will see you all there for that very cool live stream.